Hi guys, welcome back to a new video today, and this one we're going to talk about market false breakouts and also market manipulations. These two things happens a lot. They're actually the same thing. I mean, when there is a forex false breakout, that's also called, can be a manipulation. So we are going to talk about these two things that happens every day in our chat. So if you don't already know how to trade them or avoid them, I'm going to show you how to trade and also how to avoid them. Alright, first off, before you can identify a false breakout, you need to first know how to trade a breakout. A breakout is a very popular and easy strategy to detect in the forex market. I mean, using price action, it's so easy to see, and a lot of people trade this because it's just so obvious when it happens in the market. So I'm gonna give you a sample on Euro USD chart and show you guys a proper breakout strategy that a lot of people use and also a false one. When you're caught up in the false one, it's very frustrating. If you don't know what to do, you're gonna lose a lot of money, and that's what I'm trying to correct in this video. I see a lot of people make that mistake, so I'm here to show you guys what to do and how to avoid that as well. It happens too in derivative market. It happens a lot of times. So if you don't know what to do, those manipulations are going to hit your trading history hard, and you're gonna end up in loss most of the time. So that's what I'm trying to correct in this video. So as you can see, but first off, before I show you guys a breakout strategy, we have two types of breakouts, which are continuational breakouts and reversal breakouts. So continuation breakouts are those breakouts that are the proper ones when, after consolidating or trying to break a resistance that's been resisting for a long time, the market ended up breaking that resistance. It's going to buy more. Same for your support. If it takes too long to struggling to break a support, when it does break out, it's going to sell more after a consolidation or range most of the time. Why a reversal breakout is the one we don't want to see. We don't want to trade a reversal breakout. A reversal breakout is those times when there is a false breakout. You know, when, for instance, on the resistance, there's a false breakout on the resistance, like the example I'm showing you guys now on the screen, and you place a buy, right? Everyone is like, yes, it's going to buy now. It has broken the resistance, which is the proper price action, which is the strategy everyone would do. But when you go in, the market reverse back into the channel and sell down to support. So that's a reversal breakout, but it's also a false one because it's not supposed to happen. I'm gonna quickly show you guys now the proper breakout strategy that a lot of people use, and when you see this on your chart, yes, you should take that buy. As you can see, this is a proper consolidation. Most of the time when I trade breakout is after a proper consolidation or a range, as you can see there on my screen, and the shaded part is when the market broke out from that channel. It's so obvious. I mean, market buyers and sellers are struggling, trying to see who is going to break any of those channels. Is it going to be a buy or is it going to be a sell? Obviously, what you do on a resistance is place to sell, right? And you try to sell down to support, and if it breaks, you buy. That's what most people do. But then, yeah, if you buy there, that's the right thing to do. You're going to make money as you should. That is a proper breakout. But we're not here to talk about breakout strategy. I just talked about the strategy now. What we're here to talk about is discuss how to avoid and also how to trade a false breakout or forex market manipulations, so that's what we're going to discuss here. I'm going to quickly reverse this whole trade and see how we should avoid that in the first place. So in as much as I love to trade consolidation and breakouts, market price rejections too, because they work hand in hand, so it's so also you have to be very careful when you do that most of the time. So a lot of people sell at resistance, buy at support. We already know that this is what many people do using price action, of course. So yeah, of course, it's going to be manipulations. There's going to be false trades, false breakouts. So you want to be careful when you go in and how you go out. So I'm going to do a quick replay on the screen so you guys see a scenario in which many traders will face most of the time if you don't know how to avoid or trade false breakouts. So at this point, if you don't know what to do, you're going to lose twice. I'm going to show you how. So at the first time, everyone is placing a sell at resistance, right? Your stop loss already hit, right? Because it broke the resistance. So when it hits, you're already so annoyed by the fact that you're expecting a sell at resistance, and you're like, okay, cool. It's hit, it's all good. Let me take the buy because it's broken now. It's going to buy more. That's what my price action teacher told me, which is right. Yes. So you're going to place a buy at that spot because it already broke, and then you are in with the buy. Sometimes people don't even set stop loss, probably just because they want to gamble on the trade, and they just place a buy. You see, the second time again, your stop loss is going to hit. So you're so frustrated. You don't know if you want to sell back down to support. You don't know how far it's going to go. You see, it's just going to keep going all the way down. That is what we call a a reversal breakouts. It gave you a false reversal, a false breakout, and then reverse back down into the channel which you already broke out from. So some traders would say expect a retest after a breakout, wait for a retest before buying. Sometimes there won't be a retest. It's just going to break out from the resistance and keep on buying and buying and buying. So in situations like that, what are you gonna do? You're gonna lose out. Maybe you're gonna go in for a late entry. Yes, like that. People just wait for a retest. I mean, most of the time there's gonna be a retest to confirm that yeah, it's a proper breakout and going. But there are some times too where there won't be a retest. It's just gonna break out straight up, like the previous example I showed you guys at the starting of the video. There wasn't a retest, it was just a straight breakout straight to the moon after breaking out, which is what you're supposed to do most of the time. So I'm still going to tell you guys what I do and how I avoid this, but I'm going to show you guys on another currency pair. This time, on what they say is where you get breakouts, false breakouts, I mean to say, are on horizontal or diagonals on your chart. It says on the horizontal level or diagonal level. So this supports and resistance scenario at the horizontal levels, which you get false breakout, and the diagonal one is the trend lines, maybe bullish or bearish. That's what I'm going to be showing you on the other currency pair, and also there is where I'm going to also talk about how to avoid this, and also how to take it as an opportunity instead of crying and losing both ways, because people lose both ways. Yeah, I mean, forex manipulations happens a lot in the forex market, where it's been controlled by day-to-day financial transactions that people take. Manipulations can be created by big financial institutions and the whales. It happens a lot. So imagine how much manipulation we're gonna get in a broker like derivative synthetic indices, right? That's been controlled by just one broker. So we can clearly say, yeah, this is not a currency pair, because we know every single move in the currency market is being affected by our financial transactions, day-to-day life, financial institutions too. Financial news around can affect the way we trade the currency pair. I mean, it's understandable because that's our day-to-day life, going around and doing our businesses. It affects the currency market. But when it comes to derivative and synthetic indices, we can't really tell because it's only offered by one broker. We can't really relate it to our life. It's an indices that's being controlled by a supercomputer, we can put it that way. So regardless who controls that or not, we just know it follows price action, and we also want to stay safe trading it. But it's different from currency pair. It's a lot different. We can understand a currency pair, I mean, operates like what actually move the market, but we can't really tell the same for the synthetic indices. So you want to stay safe, because yeah, there'll be a lot of manipulations on that one, a lot of false breakouts to false movement, maybe to kick more population of buyers and sellers at the moment, so they can give the profits to those who are patient enough to wait. Yeah, so anyways, this is GBP JPY, and I'm going to show you guys the diagonal levels that false breakouts can cause. This is a trend. The horizontal one was the support and resistance or consolidation breakout. Yeah, for the trend, anytime the market, for instance, on this situation here, this is a bullish trend, and then we got a break. In a bullish trend, you get a break, you are going to, when you get a break at the lower trend line, you're going to get a break down to the next support. That is how price action works. So a lot of people will place a sell when it gets to the bottom bullish trend. You wait for a breakout. If there is none, you take a buy to respect the trend line, right? But if there is a breakout, you take a sell down to support. But now you're gonna get trapped when there is a false breakout. It happens a lot too. Maybe you're already selling due to there's NPR out there, market price rejection, and you sold down to the bottom bullish trend, and then you close your sell in profit, right? And then you try to place a buy, yeah, because you've seen reversal, and you place a buy. It could then go back again and break the bullish trend line, hit your stop loss. Okay, so let's say a situation like that, we're using 3 to 7 risk to reward ratio, which is actually very good. But yeah, you close a 7% profit on the sell to bottom trend line, and then but you lose the first time trying to buy, and now you're in a sell again and it's trying to reverse back into the trend line, which is now 6 to 7. You see, you're losing your capital. You almost lost the whole profit you made on the sell to profits, with a lot of anger inside you, with a lot of frustration. So you're trying to sell back down when it broke, like, yeah, you sure, yeah, it broke the bullish trend. Yes, it's going to sell down to support, of course. So you place in a sell with the same bricks to ratio of 3 to 7, and then it's going to hit your stop loss again, because that's a false breakout. So you see how challenging it is. If you don't actually know what to do in such scenarios, you're going to end up losing all the profit you've accumulated throughout the day. So yes, actually what I do. What I do is I let the trade come to me. Okay, pull up all what I do on the screen so you can quickly trade the way I do. I don't want to go into detail on each and every one of them, because I don't want this to be a very long video, but those are actually what I do. Just let the trade come to you most of the time when trying to trade breakouts, false breakouts. I mean, just let them come back into the channel and take those positions, or you wait for a retest like people always do. And if there is no retest, then you let it go once the trend is broken, because you don't want to be trapped. So it's best you only lose once than losing twice on a particular trend. So that's pretty much all I want to share today on this one, guys. If you've learned something, you want to give me a like and subscribe to stick around for more content like this. That's pretty much it, guys. If you also want videos on market price rejection, I'll leave it in the description, or you can check out more videos on my channel. I'll see you guys on the next one. Stay safe till then.